AR gravity, any day above ground, live it. Good morning to everybody. It is nice and cold down here in Atlanta, boy. But you know, they got the brunch spots hopping right now. They about to open 90-minute unlimited mimosas and Bloody Marys and some of the best fried chicken you've had in this city. Unless you went to a spot that Keith Lee didn't like. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about here today. We're not talking about that. We are talking about these two on the screen. Yes, we are talking about these two on the screen. Now, you know the lady on the left, that's Nimrata, Nikki Haley. She's running to be the GOP nominee for president that's coming up in November. She said something about slavery, and everybody's seen it. Everybody's seen it, but I haven't got my take on it. So we're going to give you my take on it. And also on the right side, or the left, depending on how you look at it, is Robby Soave. And Robby Soave works with Brianna Joy Gray, who I have talked about on this channel before. He said something about slavery. And we're going to talk about it because these two just decided to backslide into 2024 with their takes on slavery, which means that reparations is scaring the hell out of everybody. And just for reference, Nikki Haley is considered a conservative and a Republican, and Robby over there is considered a libertarian. And for some odd reason, the conservatives and the libertarians are also beefing online, and we're going to show you why they're beefing. That's going to be a preview. Well, not a preview, but that's going to be a little extra thing that I'm going to show you later. But before we start, let's see who's in the building. Reps, good morning. Torian, good morning. Sergeant Slaughter, good morning. You seem new, but welcome. Wallow J, good morning. And Shamika Gray, good morning. And for those who haven't said anything yet, good morning to you as well. And Reps, thank you. Yes, the winner effects, yes. Thank you so much. But we're going to start, family, because old Nimrata, the Nimrod, went outside and said what she said. Like, after I saw it, I'm all like,
it's a round. It's a whack for you round. And a whack for your round. I'll let
yeah. But, you know, we got to put it in its proper context. So let's begin.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in.
Oh, Nimrata, you just don't get it. You just don't get it. But we're going to help you get it. Fair use.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Major Garrett in for Nora. We begin tonight on the campaign trail for the 2024 Republican nomination. Nikki Haley is facing a barrage of criticism, not for something she said during a New Hampshire town hall, but for something she didn't say when a voter asked simply, what caused the Civil War? The former South Carolina governor and Trump administration UN ambassador did not mention slavery in her answer. Instead, she said it was about the role of government and the rights of the people. Haley attempted to clean up her remarks today and blamed a Democratic plant for the question. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is back on the primary ballot in Colorado as state Republicans appeal the ban to the U.S. Supreme Court. CBS's Scott McFarlane is here to start us off tonight with the very latest. Scott, good evening.
Major, good evening to you. Trying to spring it up, said Nick.
Okay, so we got that. Did you just love when he just started adding shit to it? Who cares about Trump right now? This is what she said. Now it was a plant. So somebody walked up in there and tripped you up. That should have even been more of an incentive to make sure you said the right thing. Y'all are not the president. Y'all don't screen everybody that comes in there. You don't screen whoever asks you questions. See, the Secret Service gets to do that. You guys got to know, this is what I said about your boy Vivek, soft like cake. This is what I said about him. He keeps saying that he goes to these debates and these town halls and these gatherings, and all of a sudden somebody just pops up and is contrarian to him, and he's always got the right answers. Okay, I still contend that he's paying them to do that, but that's another subject for another day. But Nikki Haley, if you're going to be talking to people and trying to get their vote, people are going to ask you questions like that, and you should have answers ready. Not talk about, well, we'll listen to what she said. I don't want to misquote her.
Nikki Haley has been fighting for months to win the spotlight, but tonight she's beneath a glaring one and taking the heat.
Nikki Haley, who's been surging in the polls in New Hampshire, now faces a rising wave of criticism over this response to a question at a town hall event.
What was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Yeah, I mean, I think the cause of the Civil War.
Can y'all indulge me for 2 seconds? I got to put on the tinfoil kufi one time. Maybe it's me. Again, this is the tinfoil kufi. I don't like this on the back of the wall right here where it says "Pick Nikki." I don't like that. It sounds too much like picnic. Maybe it's me. It might be me. I'm just saying it might be me. But it says "Pick Nikki." I mean, it might be me. And I apologize if it's me. Y'all can yell at me in the comment thread. I just see picnic, and then you got the Civil War comment. She didn't mention slavery. It just bothered me. But again, if y'all don't agree, it's okay. Y'all can cuss me out in the comment thread. I'm gonna let the video play. Y'all know how I feel about picnics.
What was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Yeah, I mean, I think the cause of the Civil War was basically how government was going to run, the freedoms and what people could and couldn't do.
When asked why she didn't mention slavery, Haley responded,
"What do you want me to say about slavery?"
And that's what pissed everybody off. What do you want me to say about slavery? Well, ma'am, I mean, the state that you governed was heavily involved in slavery. I'm just saying. I mean, it would have been nice. You could have said, well, I governed the state of South Carolina and we've had a rich history of slavery, not to glorify it, but, hell, you could even have said that slavery was a small portion of it. I mean, you still would have got your ass kicked, but, maybe people would have been like, how the hell is she only going to say that it's a small part? And then you would have got your family dragged through the mud. But at least, maybe it would have been done. And the white supremacists would have loved you. But you said it wasn't even about slavery. Yet we have scumbags on outside talking about the cousins don't need reparations, but your family fought in the Civil War to make sure that your predecessors were freed. So how in one breath are you going to say that the generations after that don't deserve compensation and laws to protect them, but you went and put your blood in the soil to get them free? Doesn't make sense. But I think she should fire her team January 1st. I'm just saying, while they're drunk celebrating the new year, she should fire all of them, because whoever is advising her is clearly doing a poor job. Somebody took their eye off the ball, and now she's nowhere close to getting this nomination. She basically just gave it to the orange man. But we continue.
The former South Carolina governor was blasted by both parties. President Biden posted it was about slavery.
That wasn't Biden.
And Haley drew similar criticisms from her GOP opponents, Donald Trump.
Okay, so this is Trump's statement. Nikki Haley is struggling. Haley was unable to say that Civil War was about slavery and thinks Dubuque is in New Hampshire. In fact, Haley's now claiming that the Civil War question was a plan. The issue is her response, not the question. Haley is clearly not ready for prime time. Representative Byron Donalds. 1, Nikki, the answer is slavery, period. 2, this really doesn't matter because Trump is going to be in the nominee, Trump 2024. Dude, you could have just wrote this and just left it there. Oh my God. Bro, you don't have to shill for Trump when you're trying to defend black people. They'll never get it. Byron Donalds, this is exactly why we don't fuck with you, sir. You may say good things here and there, but we don't fuck with you because you say stupid shit like this and you do stupid shit like this. All you had to say was the answer slavery, period. Move on. Keep talking about something else. You went and put Trump into it now. No political awareness, but it's okay.
Opponents Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis.
This is not a candidate that's ready for prime time.
Boy, if that man don't go sit down, I can't do DeSantis. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to close the video. I can't do DeSantis. He pisses me off. This is the same guy who said y'all don't deserve reparations. This is the same guy. I hate him. I seriously do not like DeSantis. Again, I'm sorry for closing the video. He just pissed me off. Fair use again.
Former GOP opponents Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis.
This is not a candidate that's ready for prime time.
On the radio today.
I mean, of course, the Civil War was about slavery.
So why didn't you just say that? It was very simple. You could have easily just slipped it into your comment. And most people would have said you just downplayed it, but at least you mentioned it. Right.
And back on the stump, Haley tried to clear up her answer.
We know that. That's unquestioned, always the case. We know the Civil War was about slavery.
But
good. Since you know it was about slavery, then you should be for reparations, but we know you're not.
Again appeared to equivocate.
Let's not forget what came out of that, which is government's role, individual liberties.
And she criticized.
Oh Lord. So the advancements of the country didn't come out of the Civil War. The nation wasn't united. However you want to classify that as. Black people that were here already got to participate somewhat in society and actually help grow society into what we have today. You don't want to mention none of that. Ma'am, you could have at least mentioned without the ending of the Civil War, my parents and my people wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be standing here talking to you without the Civil War and the accomplishments that Black people have made. Okay, continue, ma'am.
Criticized the voter who'd asked the original question as a plant of the Democrats.
The fact that Nikki Haley has had such a stumble on an easy question, is dismaying to those who would like to see her continue to climb in the polls.
Haley today touted her decision to remove the Confederate flag from South Carolina's Capitol in 2015 after the mass shooting at an historically Black church in Charleston. Her critics today resurfaced quotes Haley gave in 2010 in which she defended the flag.
Ooh, we have that actually. We actually have that somewhere. But we'll let them play it. I had it, but we'll just let them play it.
As a symbol of...
Wait, maybe I still do have it. Where is it? And then we're going to show you how her political opponent says something. Where was that tab? Shit. But what did y'all think of that so far, family? Because she's something. This is Tulsi Gabbard and Hillary and Kamami mixed all in one.
Heritage.
How this is not something that is racist.
There is news tonight about Donald Trump's access to the Republican primary ballot in Maine. And Scott McFarland is here with those late breaking.
Don't care about that. We really don't care about that. But there you go. That's the clip. Her around the world. Even the BBC and them picked it up. But yeah. What y'all think about that so far? Rosalind, good morning. You said she was never intelligent, just a racist opportunist with bleach skin. Ew. That's tough. Said notice it took her 3 years to take the Confederate flag down. Yeah. We hated her as governor. Oh, I could see. But yeah, here's her clip. This ain't new for her, fair use.
What's your belief about the reason the Civil War was fought?
That was the same plant, by the way.
I mean, again, I think that as we look in government, as we watch government, you have different sides. And
I'm sorry, family. I can't take her serious with the Southern accent. I can't. I know she grew up in the South. I just it sounds weird. And it looks weird to me. I'm sorry.
I think that you see passions on different sides. And I don't think anyone does anything out of hate. I think what they do is they do things out of tradition and out of beliefs of what they believe is right. I think you had one side of the Civil War that was fighting for tradition, and I think you had another side of the Civil War that was fighting for change. You know, at the end of the day, what I think we need to remember is that, you know, everyone is supposed to have their rights. Everyone's supposed to be free. Everyone's supposed to have the same freedoms as anyone else. So, you know, I think it was tradition versus change is the way I see it.
Tradition versus change on what?
On individual rights and liberty of people.
Why didn't you just want to say slavery? Why? It's not a scary word. Just say slavery. 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 It's not hard. It's only 3 syllables, but okay. Probably going to get in trouble for this, but this is what should have happened when she didn't mention slavery while she was talking. Yeah. That's probably what should have happened. But we don't do violence. Now, you notice how on that CBS News report, they were talking about how the GOP was giving her heat, right? Both sides of the aisle were giving her heat for that statement, right? The media just lies and lies and lies and lies and lies and lies and lies. And we're here to prove that they just lie and 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 lie.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
Are you so sure that the GOP is lockstep with condemning what she said? Oh, what is this we found on Politico? Pile of BS. New Hampshire GOPers give Haley a pass on Civil War remarks. Up top, they're giving her a pass. And New Hampshire is one of the primary states. Well, ain't that something? Well, ain't that something? Let's see what they say. Nikki Haley said Thursday that slavery was a cause of the Civil War after declining to do so the previous night. This came out 2 days ago. Republican voters in New Hampshire seem poised to give Nikki Haley a pass after she declined to identify slavery as a cause of the Civil War at a New Hampshire town hall Wednesday night. Appearing at the former UN ambassador's events the next day, several attendees said the remarks were overblown. Some were willing to adopt the Haley campaign's explanation that it was a setup by Democrats to elevate her primary opponent, Donald Trump. Why would the Democrats highlight Trump? Now we know it's Washington. They like to do backdoor deals with each other. We understand this. Why in the hell would the Democrats help Donald Trump? I'm going to warn y'all now. If he becomes the primary candidate, the Democrats are in trouble. Nikki Haley don't scare them. DeSantis don't scare them. Vivek soft like cake does not scare them. Chris Christie does not scare them. Tim Scott does not scare them. None of these people scare them. The only person that scares them is Donald Trump. So it wouldn't make sense for Democrats to prop him up. Wouldn't make sense. Unless you're about to tell me that these liberal states are about to turn red. Then, okay, we can understand. But that ain't happening. But okay, let's continue. That was a pile of BS. Okay, there was somebody planted in that audience, in my opinion, said, Robin Smith, a Republican from Bridgewater. It had to be somebody that wanted to try to make her look bad. Wait a minute. She sat on 4 debate stages and she didn't look presidential, not one time, despite what the media tried to tell you. So because she said that it looked like somebody was planted there to ask that question, you're going to run with that. Haley was dead on. Becky Turner, a Republican from Lincoln, said they made a mountain out of a molehill. A mountain out of a molehill. I wonder what the response would have been if she would have just said slavery full stop and didn't say nothing else. Next question. I wonder what the response would have been. But okay. A rush to Haley's defense from her rally attendees may have been expected, but it was also a relief for the campaign, which appeared in for a day of cleanup after Haley told the town hall questioner it was the role of government as opposed to slavery that was responsible for the Civil War. On a radio show early Thursday, Haley accused the questioner of being a Democratic plant put there to ensure that she had faltered. Why couldn't it have been a Republican plant? Maybe Ronna McDaniel don't like you. At an event later, she said that slavery was certainly a cause of America's deadliest war, arguing that it was so obvious that she didn't think it needed to be said. Well, ma'am, the way they're taking history out of our schools, well, their schools, yeah, them kids a couple generations down the road are going to think that it was just a whole bunch of white people that got mad. There's going to be no context. Or it's going to be context that you guys get to craft. But okay. Few, if any, of Haley's critics argued that she, an American Indian daughter of immigrants who as governor took down the Confederate flag in South Carolina, harbored deep-seated racial animus, but her opponents seized on the moment to ding Haley as she climbs in the polls. It's about slavery. President Joe Biden posted it on X alongside a clip of the exchange. Motherfucker, he made me say his name. Bastards. You bastards.
Insult to my existence.
If she can't handle a question as basic as the cause of the Civil War, what does she think is going to happen to her in the general election? Andrew Romeo, a spokesman for Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, wrote on X Thursday, the Democrats would eat her lunch. But at a Thursday afternoon town hall in Plymouth, several Republican primary voters said they were unfazed. Everybody knows the Civil War was about slavery, and what else can you say about it, said Allison Bolt. You sound like her. A self-described moderate Republican from Littleton. Jesus. So we're just giving ourselves titles now. All right, cool. Frankly, I'm sick to death of hearing about these issues. What issues? Here we go. I'm sick to death of hearing about, racist kind of things and transgender things. I want to get back to things that are going to help or destroy this country. Oh, Allison, so not talking about things that are racist is going to help this country? Oh, family. According to Allison, we should just keep the racism bottled up because anytime you bottle something up that's volatile, it never goes bad. Never. Never. When that racism bottle pops, it's just gonna be confetti like New Year's Eve. Everybody's gonna be popping champagne. It's gonna look like a lighter version of the Do the Right Thing scene that we all know and love. It's just gonna be that, and we'll hate each other, but we'll be frolicking in the streets like they did on K Street when asshole got in. That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. Okay. Transgender things, the stuff that's targeting your children. You don't want to talk about that. Okay. Because you pussies over there on the right won't do nothing about it except try to match what they're doing tit for tat, and you don't have the cultural cachet or the savvy to pull it off. That's why they don't come over here with the transgender BS to us. They try to take the celebrities down by saying, "Oh, you were a granny." Okay, that's great. We don't give a fuck. That's their lives. Let them deal with it. You get the low hanging fruit making comments about it all day, every day. We got other things to worry about. But all right. While Haley was given the benefit of the doubt from many who came out to see her on Thursdays, others took issue with what they said her remarks suggested about her reading of the audience, that Republican voters might have objected to her saying slavery was the cause of America's deadliest war. But I thought that was the party that freed them. I thought that was the party that freed the slaves. Why wouldn't you take your victory lap over that? Or what we've been speculating for years is true, that y'all really didn't want motherfuckers freed, but y'all wanted to look better. Which we know that's the truth, but I'd have rather you said it. To say the role of government, that's like a footnote. Edward Rolfe, an independent from Franconia, said, if she's saying it to take the attention off racial issues or try to redefine the historical context of it, I find it sophomoric. Later on Thursday, a fellow Republican presidential candidate, Chris Christie, made a similar point during a town hall style event in Epping, which we have, actually. We have that clip. That clip we have it loaded up, ready to go, because we have to show you everything.
Let me go here. There's a growing concern.
He did not find a grinder sandwich he did not enjoy. He's only been on the campaign trail less than a year, and he already looks 6 years older. And not near a black person in the room. But let's hear what he said to the Kardashians. Fair use.
Is unwilling to stand up and say that slavery is what caused the Civil War because she's afraid of offending constituents in some other part of the country. If she's afraid to say that Donald Trump is unfit because she's afraid of offending people who support Donald Trump.
Again, why do y'all keep mentioning Trump? This has nothing to do with Trump. Oh, Lord. Damn, he's really rent-free in y'all mind. He has nothing to do with this. Keep it on the slavery stuff, sir. But you from Jersey, you got toxic waste in the water, so it is what it is.
And because maybe she harbors in the back of her mind being vice president or being secretary of state. And since she won't deny it, we have to believe that she's willing to do it. If she's unwilling to stand up to that, what's going to happen when she's got to stand up to Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries in Congress?
Why the hell are you giving Hakeem Jeffries that much power? Oh, Lord. Right, because he's gonna become speaker. Is that why? Seriously, Hakeem Jeffries is a tool, but okay. I guess a tool with power is a power tool. All right.
What's going to happen when she has to stand up to Vladimir Putin and President Xi in China? What's going to happen?
Well, she's a warmonger. She'll just nuke him.
When she has to stand up against forces in our own party who want to drag this country deeper and deeper into anger and division and exhaustion.
Y'all do that every day, so it's just you just sliding another face into it for people to blame. But that's okay, sir. You said nothing. Back to the article. Here we go. The former New Jersey governor said that while he doesn't think Haley is racist, I know her well, and I don't believe Nikki has a racist bone in her body. He believed that he believed that made her comments worse. She was dishonest with people. He said that's what's happening here. I'm sure Nikki will see this. So I want to talk directly to her. Christie said the Civil War was not a choice between change and tradition. It was a choice between right and wrong, and that's it. And we got to stand on the side of right. The response to Haley's initial remarks served as a reminder of the pitfalls that can often confront candidates in New Hampshire's famed town hall settings. Haley has been running a relatively mistake-free campaign that has seen her turn standout debate performances into consistent growth in the polls. Her team had hoped to use the closing weeks of the primary to separate her from the rest of the non-Trump field so as to turn the election into a one-on-one contest. Though the gaffe could hurt Haley down the road, it's unlikely to sway Republicans in New Hampshire, said David Carney, a veteran GOP strategist based in the state. To undecided voters, it may be a bit off-putting, he said, but the question is, where do they go? New Hampshire Governor Chris Sununu joined Haley, who he has endorsed at each of her campaign stops Thursday, making the case to voters that the former South Carolina governor has turned the primary into a two-person race between her and Trump. Sununu was eager to push past the blunder. The Civil War is about slavery. She acknowledged it. Moving on, he said. Yeah, a day later. So there's that. Oh, we know Denise, and good morning. We know they're always lying, but yeah, somebody else had to go say something. I know we gotta play him, unfortunately.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in
Vivek soft like cake. He had to weigh in on it, of course. They're really trying to turn him into the constitutional candidate. Okay. Oh God. All right. Fair use.
Yes, I got a two-parter. I wonder if you could tell me
It's great.
what the causes of the Civil War were.
Oh, yeah.
And if we're headed to another one, possibly.
That's the question of our time.
Hey, dumbass, second question. I'll answer it for you. We're already in the Civil War, but you assholes don't even realize it. But that's okay. Let's hear the first one.
Yeah, Civil War is one of these things that speaks itself into existence, actually. And, you know, you have a governor of South Carolina who doesn't know much about the history of her own state, but South Carolina, actually, in about 1832, one of the things we learned in U.S. history class in 11th grade, they actually were going to secede from the Union. We're talking nearly a couple decades before the Civil War, right? So this comes back to the present. Our history isn't about our past. It's about our understanding of our.
Why is Vivek Obama trying this? Where is this Obama thing coming from? What is this?
Future. So they actually, in 1832, were about to secede. Back then, it was about tariffs between the North and South. But ultimately, the thing that boiled us over was slavery. But there were tensions brewing, a value system that was fundamentally different in two countries that shared a geographic space, but a value system that was fundamentally different.
Sorry, he put me to sleep. I'm sorry. This nigga's like a drowsy. Who know the Pokemon drowsy? Son, what is he talking about? Look, come on, let's get to the show. Why are you acting like this, bro? Yo, my man. When you be shitting on black people, you got a whole lot of bass in your voice. What is this, sir? Why you talking this soft? My God. Somebody come help this man. I don't know what you talking about. He over here. He just droning. What is this? I'm trying to find a picture of Drowsy right now. Oh my God. What is he talking about? Now we're going back to the history. We know the history, sir. So you're telling me up in New Hampshire they never taught them this? All right, cool. All right, can continue.
That's really what led to the Civil War. So the powder keg was in the air. Slavery was the match that we lit that caused it to boil over. The question you asked is, where are we today?
Oh,
And
good God. Now he
I don't use that
preaching.
word lightly. We are already, I would say, in the middle of a Cold War in this country. A war between those of us who love the United States of America
Nigga.
and those who hate this country and what we stand for.
Oh my God. What is he talking? Who is we?
Who is we? Who is we?
Is he serious right now? He's not serious. He is not serious right now. Who is we? Sir. Your daddy might still be illegal, sir. He might have failed the SPT. Oh my God. He's not serious right now. Okay. All right. You got it. I don't know, family. I don't know. I don't know who mans is this. Who mans is this? You know what I'm mad about, family? I'm mad that they still got this man in the race. He got exposed over the summer and they still letting him ride. That's what's pissing me off. But again, it's PC is damn. I get it. They need as much wins as they think they can muster. I get it. All right. Back to Drowsy.
And I called this a war today because, like the one fought 160 years ago, 80 years ago,
Oh Lord.
we could say that it's an incompatible worldview. Either you believe in merit or you believe in group quotas. You cannot have both. Either you believe in free speech or you believe in censorship. You cannot have both. Either you believe in American exceptionalism or you believe in American apologism. Just as happened in that last Civil War, you cannot have both. That's the moment we live in today. And I think now more than ever, we need a commander-in-chief who will lead us to victory in this Cold War so it does not turn out. That's what we require. And I think it's going to take somebody from the outside. Somebody who's not susceptible to the special interests that got us to where we are. And I believe now more than ever, somebody from the next generation to reach and lead the new generation. That's what it's going to take.
What the fuck? Huh? What? Wait a minute. My bad. Lord have mercy. He done? He done. Somebody go get the poke flute one time. I think the whole crowd is asleep. Somebody go get the poke flute. Lord have mercy. What was he talking about? Wait, I got 46 people in there. Hit the like. Wait, you know what? I think half of them fell asleep. We gotta go get them the poke flute one time. We gotta go get them the poke flute. I'm sorry, fam. He just droning, fam. I don't know what he was talking about. He ain't saying nothing. All right, family. We gotta give him the poke. We gotta wake up the people over there. Poke flute. Give me one time. I think that should be enough to get him up. Nah, we gotta give him a little more. There's black people. I think they're awake now. Lord have mercy, what was he talking about? I don't know what he was talking about. Here, another one. Here, another one. What the hell was he talking about? Maybe I missed it. What was he talking about? Oh, Lord. But anyway, enough with Nikki. Nikki showed us she's not she's not too bright, but that's okay. Now we get to old Robby Soave. Now, for those who again don't know, he does The Rising with Brianna Joy Gray. Now, Brianna Joy Gray's she's had a bad time of it the last month with this whole Hamas Israel thing. Yeah, she's come out against genocide. And they didn't like it too tough. They attack her every day, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about Robby. He said something very funny about slavery as well. Kind of went under the radar because it was on X, but we should highlight it here for you, family. Yes, we should.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
Here we are. Now, this was a couple days ago, I believe. It says, Haley avoids mentioning slavery when asked about Civil War question. They're reacting to it. Let's see what the panel said. Let's make sure it's proofed. Yep. Fair use.
I'm surprised you have this. It sounds, I mean, the North did you could say that was fine. They needed to do that, and this was necessary to end the institution of slavery, which is horrible. The hundreds of thousands of deaths, the invasion and conquest of the South, the burning of city after city, a scorched earth policy of totally destroying the Confederate armed forces, killing and capturing their leaders. That's fine. That's what we did. We can't examine. I mean, I think it's
once again,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Who is we? Who is we?
I didn't know he was that old and he was fighting there. And then I know this. He cleans up real well. There y'all go. There y'all go. See, man, Torian, leave me alone, sir. Not this morning. Not this morning. You see how y'all out of line. The whole line, y'all are out of line. Y'all know y'all out of line. And I'm not gonna address none of you for that.
It's fine to wonder if that was the greatest course of action or the ideal way to bring about the end of slavery, particularly because the North invented the draft and the purpose of doing it, which is, in my view, also a form of slavery, that then persisted for another 100 years.
Bruh. Okay, who missed it? Who missed it? Who missed it? We're going to play it again, because I don't know what the hell he said. He just be talking now all hella fast. But okay, we'll play it again.
I'm surprised you have this. It sounds, I mean, the North did you could say that was fine. They needed to do that, and this was necessary to end the institution of slavery, which is horrible. The hundreds of thousands of deaths, the invasion and conquest of the South, the burning of city after city, a scorched earth policy of totally destroying the Confederate armed forces, killing and capturing their leaders. like that's fine. That's what we did. We can't like examine. I mean, I think it's fine to wonder if that was like the greatest course of action or the ideal way to bring about the end of slavery, particularly because the North invented the draft and the purpose of doing it, which is, in my view, also a form of slavery, that one that then persisted for like another 100 years.
So in that whole diatribe he just did, not only did he compare the military draft to slavery, he basically just called the armed forces a bunch of government trained slaves. Where are my where are my vets at in my current serving? That man just called y'all government trained slaves and basically equated the draft, which you have to go get a War Powers Act and Congress to enact and the president to sign off on it. He compared that to chattel slavery, where a draft can only last as long as the war, to 400 years of people being accosted and forced to work for little to nothing. The way they come up with these parallels is hilarious. Denise Gale, ex-military, Desert Storm, thank you for your service. He just called you a government trained slave. The only difference between that and child slavery is they put a gun in your hand and traveled you to another country. Okay.
Forcing people to go die in war.
Look at her face. Yo, look at her face. She's like, keep talking, white boy.
Years. Forcing people to go die in.
She's like, keep talking, white boy. Keep talking. Lord have mercy. She's contemplating leaving right there, family. She's like, this motherfucker here. This is the best the libertarians can put up on the Hill. This is the best. I get it.
100 years.
She's like, this is why I'm not a libertarian.
Persisted for like another 100 years.
Oh my God. That's the look where I want to headbutt you just now for the ancestors.
One that then persisted for like another 100 years.
That would be the face if Umar was there right now. This is why a black woman is beautiful. You can find different emotions and different phrases coming off their face every time you look at it. She is a wealth of statements she want to say, but she tried to chill. Oh man.
Forcing people to go die in warfare is the most objectionable.
You saw the fluttering of the eyes. Look at the fluttering of the eyes.
I think 400 years of chattel slavery having ritualized.
If the government can make you die.
But
if they can make you die,
slaveholders can kill their slaves and didn't kill their slaves.
I'm saying this is a form of slavery. I'm not saying slavery is not
slavery.
Objectionable thing I could possibly think of.
Weird. I think 400 years of chattel slavery having ritualized.
If the government can make you die.
Okay, she had her sister girl moment right there. She was pissed. That was her exhaling all the cuss words she wanted to get that white man. Because she knows she lose her job right there and there, or she at least gets suspended at the minimum.
But
if they can make you die,
slaveholders can kill their slaves and didn't kill their slaves.
I'm saying this is a form of slavery. I'm not
saying it.
But
if they can make you die,
years of chattel slavery having ritualized.
If the government can make you die.
But
if they can make you die,
slaveholders can kill their slaves and didn't kill their slaves.
I'm saying this is a form of slavery. I'm not saying slavery is not slavery.
You just said that the draft.
You said slavery is not slavery. What? What? He said slavery is not slavery. Hold up. This man just said slavery wasn't slavery. That's like when Whoopi said it's not the R word, it's RR. It was R, not RR. What? Wait a minute. Yo, don't you just love that white vote? Don't you just love that white vote? He basically just echoed. It was R, not RR. He was convicted of R, not RR. What? Yes, he said a form of slavery. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Come on, bruh.
I'm saying this is a form of slavery. I'm not saying slavery is not slavery.
You just said that the draft is the worst thing that you could think of, and we're having a conversation about chattel slavery.
You do
next
not,
to
if the
America.
government can make you go die on a foreign battlefield, you don't own yourself in any conceivable way.
What? What? Wait a minute. What? So you're saying the government takes ownership of your body? Great. Here's the thing then. If they take ownership of your body, then they should confer medals to every soldier that's ever died. And we know they haven't done that. We know this. That's why they have the tomb of the unknown soldier. We know this. There are still medals that need to be conferred to black soldiers that never got it. We'll include the other races too, but yes. Robby, they've given medals, American medals, to foreign nationals. Yes, they have. You need to look that up. You might have a problem with it because you're a libertarian. But this boy, man, now y'all see why I love politics so much. You could find so much bullshit and content into it. It's funny. Continue, Robby.
That's why I don't romanticize the North.
You have a right to get married if you're in a war. If you're drafted, you have a right to keep your own children, not have them literally sold away from you as property. You have a right to wages for your labor. You had a right to a GI Bill.
One kind of slavery is the right way to get.
Robby, you can make your point without making.
He was really about to ask her what kind of slavery would be okay. Wait a minute.
Literally sold away from you as property. You have a right to wages for your labor. You had a right to a GI Bill.
One kind of slavery is the right way to get.
Robby, you can make your point without making.
How do you what? So we're inventing slavery. Oh Lord! So the draft was invented slavery. Okay, where did they get the idea from?
A comparison between the draft and chattel slavery, which was a multi-generational pogrom against millions of Africans who were brought across the Atlantic and kept for hundreds of years without a single right in the land.
Very bad. Shouldn't have done any of it. Should not have enslaved people in the course of ending it.
And that's where they try to clean it up. So they get racist, they get called out, they try to dial it back, and then they clean it up at the end. Must be nice. Must be nice. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Okay. That was fun. Now, I said I was going to give y'all a little bit of fun before we get up out of here. A little bit of fun. Now, I have to go into the studio for a little bit of a backstory on this. Who remembers that live I did about a week or two ago about that ultra right bear? Who remembers that? I believe it was in my Moms for Liberty stream. No, I tell a lie. I'm sorry. It was my Politics to Retail, Mainstream Conservatism's New Frontier, which they didn't give me full monetization on. But that's fine. I talked about that calendar that the ultra right beer company put out, and we were looking at it like, how is this owning the left? How is this moving the culture forward? How is this promoting conservatism? Do you know, family? Now, mind you, I did that show on December 8th. Now, mind you, most people didn't even know that calendar was coming out. I did that December 8th. Do you understand that it's December 30th, family, and they're still fighting over this? You think I'm lying. You think I'm lying. Say less.
You know, let me go here. There's I'm gonna move on. There's a growing concern in
Fam, it's been 22 days. They're still fighting over this. Now, I said what I said in there. I said I don't get it, but all right, whatever. The conservatives and the libertarians are going at each other over this calendar. It's the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen in my life. And everybody's jumped on it. Mind you, again, I only did this December 8th. And up until today, I never mentioned it again. Look at this. Now, redheaded libertarian, she was one of them in there. Now, she's been getting most of the ire. So she wrote 16 minutes ago, I killed Calendar Gate yesterday. We are talking about stories that are actually important today. You sure about that? Because it's so important that you had to make sure your first tweet of the day, you had to mention that. Here we go. 13 hours ago, Calendar Gate is dead. Time and death, 808. I killed it. It was me. Okay. Okay. Let's see where you killed it. I'm curious. Where did you kill it at? Ooh. IG versus in real life. Somebody tried to own her. Okay. That's great. Predictable. And she said, I'm predictable and I still look adorable. This video is actually hilarious. You should share the whole thing. You said, why do they always use free shots of me talking pulled from live streams? Well, maybe you shouldn't live stream in the fucking bathroom. I'm just asking for a friend. I'm just asking for a friend. Maybe you shouldn't do this. I mean, okay, we're going to go down to the depths of hell here. I mean, I don't see it. Niggas, I'm not attracted to white women. I don't see it. I mean, they say, somebody say you look like Skeletor. I'm just saying. You kind of look like Skeletor there. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, shit. I fucked up. Wait a minute. I fucked up. Robby, for that dumb shit you said. I forgot. For that dumb shit you said. Your mic exploded. Jesus. He said Nick Nolte's mugshot. Jesus. All right, you got it. Can't believe you're a mother. Here they come. Here they come. You're an alpha male, only 266 followers of your Team DeSantis. That's so alpha male. All right. Can't believe you're a mother. Definitely a single one. Okay. Mother of 3, married for 15 years. You're that old? Shout out to you. I'm still trying to figure out where she killed it. All right, we'll do it like this. We'll take this. We'll copy it. Let's see. I want to see you kill Calendar Gate. This is how you killed Calendar Gate. You did a Twitter space. Wait, is Calendar Gate what expired that grotesquerie of the redheaded libertarian from Georgia? All right, I don't know what that means. Drop your Calendar Gate memes in the comments. They are top tier and like them all in one place. I'm sticking with this until I hear confirmation otherwise. My conspiracy theory is that Seth Weathers hired Real Bryson Gray to have a fake freak out about this calendar. Why? Because many conservatives are reactionary and simply bought this when they heard someone was having a woke panic attack about it. Here we go. I guarantee you sales has spiked in the last few days. Why was TRHL, which is her official, chosen as the crux of everyone's ire? They exploited people's internalized bigotry against redheads. I don't know how else to legitimately explain this. Okay. Bryson is just a grifter. Okay. Bryson Gray, I'm going to give you a word of advice. I know you ain't going to listen to me because I'm from the black grassroots and you don't really fuck with us because you make bad diss records trying to own the left. If you're going to respond to this woman, I suggest you don't. I'm going to tell you why. It's not because you shouldn't stand on your principles. You attack this woman, you're going to get called a nigger. I promise you. I don't think you can handle that. You may try to act tough online. Yeah, we've seen you melt down when somebody starts calling you names. I'd stay away from this. You had your freak out about it. Okay, whatever. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. She called you a grifter. Take it. Prove her wrong with your actions, not your words. Because I'm telling you right now, again, you go attack this woman, her and her legion. Well, not her, because she has a brand. The rest of her legion, including the Pepe the Frog retards, they're going to call you a nigger to your face. And online. And they're going to dare you to do something. And you're going to lose. Just let it go. I never knew the parallels between Sharia law and Christianity were so intertwined until these past few days. American women should be home cooking in their burqas. Who knew? If you compare a woman to a porn star because you can't fairly debate her political views, you are a sexist, Alex. I'm sorry this is happening to you. It's not happening to me because I didn't choose to participate in soft porn. So they're looking at it as soft porn. Can't play that one. My fave. That's not exactly a meme, but okay. Some conservatives seem to be unaware of the morale boosting effects of pinups on the greatest generation while they were fighting German Nazis, Italian fascists, and Japanese militarists. Great. So now you gave the government the idea of having their own version of OnlyFans when they draft your stupid ass. Okay, very good. Not a meme, but relevant. Yeah, because because our parents picked up a Playboy because Trump was on the cover. Okay. New obese Barbie available. Here we go. What did I tell you, Bryson, just now? Conservative have naked women staying into Christian imagery is demonic. And how do you propose we should dress, mister? They made you look like a liberal, sir. I'd stay away from this. Yeah. Guard yourselves, men. Okay. Women don't belong in politics. Yeah. Conservatives and libertarians are really fighting over a calendar. She said she ended it, but she was blocking people 4 days ago. That's really that's really gonna tip the scales in your favor. Really. You're the same one said we got issues to talk about, but you addressed people talking about Calendar Gate. You did a whole Twitter space about it. 20 days after the shit came out. Well, maybe like 2 weeks after it came out. You could have easily addressed it. I love teaching you all about history, but I also love being a goofball. Calendar Gate let me be silly. The world is in chaos and a calendar should be the least of our worries. However, I think we did all really need to laugh, and this scandal achieved that. Demonic calendar. So the world is in peril and you had time to laugh. Yeah. Okay. Okay, man. This is why I tell you a lot of these people that they've propped up over the years are not serious. Oh, by the way, this chick right here, she had to jump in and say what was the controversy. Okay, man. Maybe you didn't get the call. Maybe that's why you're trying to jump in. You jumped in hella late, but okay. This is why I said this was a non-issue, and nobody really cared. It took conservatives and libertarians to go at each other's necks to sit there and bring awareness to this calendar. But the right is supposed to be the one that's supposed to support small businesses, and they support their own. Yeah, they support it so much that we still can't find this ultra right beer in these package stores in Georgia, even though he's based in Georgia. And this calendar, again, ain't nobody paying no 30 or whatever the hell it was for that calendar. And where's Seth to say, oh, well, sales are through the roof now? Where is he on this tweet? Huh? Just finished up my first exclusive Calendar Gate interview with Clint Russell. We'll be dropping tonight. Follow Liberty Lockdown on YouTube and Rumble. Okay. And then 10 hours later, you talked about you ended it. All right, cool. Have questions, fond memory? This must be her Twitter space. What? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. But this is supposed to own the left. This is what they told us. You even got this ugly just pterodactyl tummy over here talking about it. Say her aunt said something. We don't care. Shout out to Cannon Hotep. What do you say? Fair use.
Your lotion down. Pause.
And how I just come in, you talking about lotion? Pause.
The pause button. So HJ goes, Kim K in her bikini on the water.
Who cares? Who cares? This oh God. They just be walking into these bear traps. Who cares?
Who cares?
My God. So she was in a bikini. Who cares? Is this supposed to tell us that conservative women are better looking than liberal women, right? Tell me what's conservative about a woman marrying a man that already had 5 kids and they met at his strip club. What is conservative about that? I'm just trying to ask for a friend. I mean, her history's out there. I'm not making up narratives. She literally worked in this man's strip club in Baltimore, and they got together and had a kid and got married, and he has 5 other kids. I'm just saying. What's so conservative about that? All right. Sure. Oh, look, the 4 horsemen. 4 horsemen. Let's see what they use.
We make fun of the left when they do weirdo freak show stuff where they're like, Miss Universe is going to be a dude, and that's gross. Like,
so here's my. I haven't said anything yet. So look, what I'll just say is this is, number one, I do think this is ultra cringe. I don't think that this calendar should have been done. And if it was done, it shouldn't have been done in this way, because it's simple, right? Conservative influencers, female and male, supposedly are, being or have their positions and platforms because of their ideas and their thoughts and their words and who they are, not what they are. So,
you mean the most of them that grifted? Now, what we're not going to do here, sir, I don't know who the hell you are, but what we're not going to do here is be disingenuous. Most of your conservative voices are grifters. You know that. It would make us, I don't even know the word, but it's better you tell the truth, sir. Most of your conservative voices are grifters. They rode the MAGA train. Tim Pool's a perfect example. Nobody gave a fuck about him until he started stumping for Trump. Then his numbers skyrocketed. Most of the black conservatives don't get traction online until they put on the MAGA hat and start knee padding for Trump. We know this. This is why I said, even if he wins, they're in trouble. The grift is over. Because now you're in a position, your crowd ain't gonna want to hear nothing about the left no more. Because y'all are in the win, y'all in the winner's seat. They're not gonna want to hear nothing about the left no more. They gonna want to know how you gonna fix that nation. They want to hear your original ideas. You've had 7 years. Well, by that time, you'll have 8 years. You should have a plan ready. And if your first words are, we got to unite as a people, they finna leave. Because at that point, the man is back in the seat. They ain't going to want to align with you. Because the first thing that you say positive about black people, you will get called the N-word. I promise you. All y'all bought y'all nice houses and your condos, and you got your AdSense and all this. The grift is done. And then y'all probably gonna come outside talking about, oh, YouTube is targeting us again. They're targeting us because we dare to think differently than the left. Okay. Maybe you should have diversified your content. See, us in New Black Media, we diversify our content. But the Torian, he has many a series that he does not focus on politics. My platform, yes, I do politics and social commentary, but I also do fun shit. I do interviews. I do things like that. I interview politicians. I interview regular old everyday black people. We do this here. I don't pigeonhole myself into one part of YouTube. Y'all sit up here and just talk shit about the left all day, claim it's reaction videos so you could spike the algorithm. You get the racists to show up, and then all of a sudden you think you're on easy street with no backup plan. And then when you get targeted, then you'll be sitting up there begging. You got to get the numbers up. You got to hit the like. Help us out. We got to keep going. We can't let the left silence us. Okay. It ain't the left silencing you. But all right.
No, I don't care if other people wanted to put out a swimsuit edition calendar or whatever, but the fact of the matter is that what you're doing,
you didn't care because you bought it,
is you're taking these conservative women who go around and their entire Twitter feeds or X feeds or wherever they put, post hang their thoughts are, is about being conservative and being traditional.
Being grifters. Just say it, being grifters.
And then you go and do something like this, which is the exact opposite of that. And so it totally just tarnishes everything that you've been saying. And then on the flip side, it's very reductive. It's very reductive because it is now reducing you to, just your body or whatever. So,
because that's what they wanted, sir. This is what they wanted. You didn't get this? Oh, Lord. Okay. This is what we're going to do. All right. You want to play? Okay. We're going to play. Training in basketball arenas. Okay. You want to do this? Okay. Let's do this. Bring your ass up here. Since you want to interrupt my show, dropping YouTubers' names in there after I clearly told you we're not friends with him. Bring your ass up here. I want you to prove that I'm a friend with him. Go ahead. Because y'all brave. Y'all want to interrupt people's shows. Okay, we're going to give you the attention. Because you obviously want to be on the same level with this white man. With sparking my attention. Okay, let's go. Get up here. See, I'm not nice like Torian. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna allow you to just say whatever. We gonna have a conversation. He's better than me. He's actually nice with it. I'm not nice. Let's go. Get up here. Since you want to use 4 to 5 different accounts, come on. Let's use this one. The link is right there. I'll put it again. Maybe you missed it. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Oh, hey, man. Hey, I ain't got nothing to hide, bro. All I'm just saying is I paid a lot of money to Ricky Manor, dog. And then this dude up here just made a video. I'm not just hating on that dude, man. I paid him money. That's for one thing. And this dude's up here spewing all this anti-black garbage up here saying that he's had video. He's made did live interviews with Torian Rain and all y'all, and y'all's cool and buddies. He up here made a video saying he likes you guys because he don't like that how you say racism exists. White racism don't exist to him. He said, sure, there's a few, but it don't exist like you guys say. But he likes you guys because he says you guys are leading black people to Trump. You, Torian Rain, Black Revelations, Professor Black Truth. That's what I'm on his ass for. He keeps putting out videos saying that bullshit, man.
Okay.
That's what
I
I'm
appreciate the
on
backstory. I appreciate the backstory. How much money did you get this man before you found out who he really was?
Oh, like $50, but it don't make no difference. It was 50 cents.
Sir, that's $50 you could have kept in your pocket. See, me, I don't give money to people that are anti-black. So
But see, not meaning to interrupt. He wasn't at the time, bro, because he was what caught my attention about him, dog, was he exposed Officer Tatum, Officer Coon Tatum, and Candace Coon Owens. You know, that's what attracted me to him. And you know, and then like he exposed the people on the riverboat, you know, and then he exposed that country singer, the racist country singer. But now all of a sudden, this last 2 months, he's totally different, bro. He's totally totally anti-black. Everything he puts up, man. So yeah, I'm on and I'm on Big Ward the Genius too. I'm a boxer, I'm a fighter, and I got videos on my other channel. When I go down, I'm a truck driver. When I go to Alabama to see Big Ward,
whoa. First off, what you're not going to do is promote violence on my channel.
Okay, I'm not saying it like
no, but if you're saying you're going to go down and you got boxing videos, they're going to say that you're trying to meet up to fight. Let's not go there.
All right, all right.
Let's keep it intelligent.
Right,
Number two.
All right. But
he got the audience he got the audience he wanted.
Right,
correct?
Right.
Okay. So do you see me in his comment thread?
No, not you.
Right. So that means I had to do some research before saying that I liked what he did, right? I had to go see what he did. So me not mentioning him, even though you clearly keep saying Torian and I are friends with him, you went on his channel consistently because you've seen his content grow, I guess.
Right.
You haven't seen me there. You haven't seen Torian there.
But I've seen.
What does that tell you, sir?
But I've seen Ricky Manor. He was in Torian's comments a lot of times because a lot of people was calling him out on it, and Ricky Manor was kept saying, and I forget, it's about a month and a half ago, he was saying, "Oh, they ain't nothing but trolls. They ain't nothing but trolls." And stuff like that. So yeah, Ricky.
Here's a rule with YouTube. Maybe you don't know this, but content creators do that when bigger content creators either mention them or they show up in their comment thread.
Right.
It attracts people there. Torian's a perfect example. I hate to use him, but this is a perfect example. From time to time, Professor Black Truth shouts him out, and he gets a boost in subscribers because maybe people that listen to him don't listen to him.
Right.
Okay. When I go on Torian's channel, I get a little bit of a bump because some people don't know who I am. That's what people do. We all do this on YouTube.
Right.
We all try to boost each other. That's why everybody tries to do these big ass collaborations. But again, back to the original point. We're not friends with him. I saw his content. I saw the same content you saw. Okay, cool. He's saying all the right things, but we've been burned before by people that say the right things.
Right.
So we have been trained, and we also know instinctively we're going to listen to you and listen to your other stuff before we commit. This is why
Right.
also Professor Black Truth does not endorse a lot of people. Jason Black does not endorse a lot of people. Tariq does not endorse a lot of people. Hell, Torian doesn't endorse a lot of people. We're going to watch you. If we like what you're saying and you're consistent, cool. We're going to hang with you until you
Right.
fuck up. But if we catch something that we don't like, we're going to be like, okay, let me hear a little bit more. And if it confirms what we thought originally, we ride out. Now, if he's
Right.
calling out Torian to get y'all to go over there, don't fall for that.
Right.
He got his audience. Cool. Nothing wrong with that. If he found his
Right.
niche, let him have it. I'm doing what I'm doing. I got things to worry about. I'm not going to just start here just randomly calling out YouTubers. That's not my
Right.
channel. You could find channels with that. Unless you do
Well, see,
something or
what
say
he's
something egregious about me or about black folks, I could
Yeah.
care less. Because if I
Right.
did
But
that,
see, he's doing it on
I'd
his
be live
TikTok
streaming all
too.
day.
Right. He's on his TikTok. He's got a lot of black folks mad. I'm gonna tell you straight up, because we follow y'all's channels, and Lisa Cabri, I can't pronounce her name right off, but what he's doing, man, on his TikTok. I'm not for Trump. I'm not for Biden. I don't like neither of them. I'm like you guys, neutral. But what he's doing, bro, he's up there on his TikTok saying that he's bringing out your names, all y'all's names, saying y'all's buddies, and y'all are getting the black community to vote for Trump. I'm like, what?
That's fine. He can bring them over here, and then they can look at my content and see that I'm not for Trump. I'm not for
Right.
Biden.
I'm not for neither. So
look, if you got a problem with that, man, look, I get it and I respect it, but please leave us out of it. He hasn't said anything negative about us yet. And even if he does, I'm probably not going to address it.
Right.
If I sat there and spent my entire platform and all my days addressing everybody that had a problem with me, I get nothing done. And then people are going to be like, why the hell am I subscribed to this content? He's just acting like Tommy Sotomayor. He's just beefing with everybody. I don't got time for that.
Right. Right.
I got a family to raise. I got a wife that I'm trying to build something with. I got this platform that I'm trying to build up so people can like, hey, you know what? There ain't too many black people out here talking about politics like that. But shit, Kid Gravity out there, he talking about it and he unapologetic with it. That's what I'm focused on. I'm not focused on somebody who has a bigger subscriber base than me talking and saying that I'm friends with him when we're not friends.
Right.
He's
Well,
just
I'm glad I'm just clearing
YouTuber.
it up, man. I'm just, I'm glad I'm clearing it up because I can't figure out. Because like I said, he just made a video about touring 2 days ago, said
Because he wants
was about
Torian to do a video on him so it'll boost him.
Yeah,
And
said,
apparently the way you've been talking, he's been doing this for months and Torian hasn't said anything yet.
Right,
I saw
right.
some comments. So he's already made his decision. Forget this guy.
Right. Yeah, I'm glad I cleared it up, man, because like I said, on TikTok, I'm big on TikTok. And there's a lot of black people on TikTok that follow y'all, but they don't got the balls to come up here like I do to be like, hey man, what y'all up here promoting this dude with a rebel flag, and what the fuck? Because y'all preach against racism, of course, me too. And you guys are fair about everything. But here this clown got a rebel flag up here talking about slavery wasn't what people think it is. White people, there's no white racists in the world. And then he's bringing y'all's names up.
We all have to find our audience. It's okay.
Right,
okay.
right.
It's fine. Look, I'm not hating on him. Much success to him. Do what you gotta do. I'm not worried about it. I'm really not. And if he chooses to go against me, that's fine. I got things I gotta do. It's okay.
Right.
It's okay. I'm out of that. I'm trying to be happy in 2024.
Right. I feel you.
So if that's satisfactory, cool. If not, I don't know what else to
No, I'm cool with that, man. I mean, like I said, I got, this is my channel, and then I got another channel called Mac 25. And that's my channels. And then like I said, there's other people. It's not me, because like I said, I don't have nothing to hide. I'll come straight to freak up here. But I'm glad I cleared it up with both y'all. So
all right.
Hey, have a great happy new year too, man. I'm gonna keep following. So do what you do.
Sir. Yes, sir. And
stay blessed, bro.
Yes, stay safe.
All right. Thanks, man. Peace.
All right. I'm not addressing this no more. Back to Calendar Gate.
That's why when this thing first came out, I wasn't planning on talking about it. I wasn't planning on getting into it. I'm sure they're selling a lot of calendars off of it. So,
They're really not.
Guys got to make money, and different organizations are making money off of it.
Okay, sir, this is where we tell the lie. Sir, they're not selling calendars. Number one, if they were selling calendars, Seth Weathers would have been all over Twitter saying how this calendar sold out. He has to go back to the publisher to get more. He hasn't said that not one time. Now, maybe I missed it, but I haven't seen it. And if that was the case, then everybody that was in there would have said as much. Y'all hate it, but the calendar sold out. The calendar ain't sold out. You know what? You want to know the other reason why the calendar is not sold out? Is because somebody put up the full 12 months and all the girls there. Why do I have to go buy the calendar? I got the picture right there. I could save it. I can literally take a screenshot and save it and do what I need to do. So again, we have conservatives lying.
It's just, it's honestly something that I wouldn't have wanted to participate in if, and nobody had reached out to me, but, to participate in it, but had.
Wait a minute. He wanted to be in the calendar? Wait a minute. You wanted to be in the calendar? Hold up. Why do you need to participate in it, sir? It was for women. Wait, maybe Seth is doing the male version? Is that what it is? Oh, he might as well just do the male version. I think that's why they really mad, family. I think they wanted the male version of it. I think they want to get Tuck up in there. They want to get Charlie Kirk up in there. Maybe this dude. Who the other white man? Who that white man? Patrick Bet David. Who's another white conservative they can put up there? I don't know. Maybe Kyle Rittenhouse. Maybe Kyle Rittenhouse. What is this? You're lamenting the fact that you were not included in this magazine. You're not a female unless you identify as one. I don't know how these rules work anymore. Everybody's different. Whoo! Is that the Troubleman twins in the building? Uh-oh. Troubleman twins are in the building. You guys really did a segment on this. Look at this. How a calendar destroyed the... Shut up. 2 Roman Catholics give their thoughts on Calendar Gate. Who cares? What is this? She made her page private. You're not blocked, but the fact she made it private is super weird because this photo is readily available on the calendar. Here it is. Whatever. Look at this. Official statement on Calendar Gate. Our website stands in firm support behind hot conservative women. We would like to crank up support for this titillating tribute. It ignites a passionate celebration of smarts and allure, proving that when brains of beauty collides, volcanic eruption. Half of them women on there are grifters. I thought we established this. I seriously thought we established this, that they were grifters. But okay. This photo is the perfect analogy for Calendar Gate. What trad guys think conservatives want versus what they really want. All right. The best part about Calendar Gate is that IRL is off for the week. Sure. And you're going to come right back on January 2nd talking about it. Christians before and after Calendar Gate. What the hell? Is this him?
Culture moment. And who better to bring the tea and drama to a conservative cultural moment? Look, let's start with this. All of you seething hate and hypocrisy, I can see it. The calendar is freaking fabulous. I mean, not to mention my girl Ashley St. Clair's.
Not you getting, not you platforming one of them folk to put, man. Say it. I was really biting my tongue on this. I said it before in the stream when I talked about it. I'm gonna say it here again. The simple fact that Fox News, Breitbart, Gateway Pundit, real whatever conservative media outlet you want to use, the fact that they did not pick this up and say, you know what, this is a great thing. This shows that conservative women can be beautiful and dangerous. That should tell you something, family. Even they know they're grifting or it's not important. You know, the redheaded libertarian said, this is not important. We have other things to talk about. Yet you did a whole 2.5 hour live Twitter space about the fucking calendar where you could have sat up there and said, you know what, I'm going to address it for 15 minutes and then we're just going to go sit there and talk about other things. Which I'm pretty sure if I listened to it, you didn't do that. You wanted to end it. You spent 2.5 hours. And you wonder why you lose the culture war every time. Steve Bannon, there you go. Put Steve Bannon in the male version. Wait, you got to have a Negro. Put Rob Smith. He needs to rehab his image. Put him in there. And then you end it off with Trump. All right, fine. Put DeSantis up in there too. But back to my point. Y'all are, oh God. Instead of talking about the issues, you fighting over fucking calendar. Okay. Okay, a calendar. Okay. A calendar. When them jackasses. So wait, you know what? We'll say it like this. So let's go through the history. You had a problem with the SI swimsuit edition because they were adding a transsexual to it. Okay, fine. I get it. Okay, fine. Didn't have to consume it. You're right. People rode with you on that. Victoria's Secret changed it, and now they wanted to have those other models in there. You didn't stand for it. Okay. People stood with you for that. You expect now people to stand for you because you wanted to take, apparently, what is it, 9 women or 10? Because some of them did doubles. You want people to stand with you on that because why? Because they're conservative and you think people are supposed to care? Nobody cares. Most of those people are not people you know in the mainstream. At least with Victoria's Secret, they appealed to both sides. At least with SI, with the swimsuit and the body issue, they appealed to both sides. Don't nobody know these people unless you're in them circles. Who the fuck knows Josie, the redheaded libertarian? Who the fuck knows her? Don't nobody know her. Clem Kasich, you can make an argument. She got on TV 3 years ago because of that ad, and she was running for Baltimore. She was running for that seat for Baltimore. She lost and she went back to relative obscurity until she got into it with Candace Owens. And even then, people still didn't care who she was. Riley Gaines only got hot because of her stance against males in female sports. But even then, she's a regular looking white girl that you could see on the street. Payne Drew, I couldn't even find information on her. Ashley St. Clair, apparently you can look up her. I don't know who the fuck that is, honestly. I just know she's one of the political mouthpieces. I don't know who the fuck she is. No, Candace was suing her. No. Right. No, you're right, Jay. She sued Candace. And Candace laughed at her. And we're still here. You were still here. So I'm sitting here looking at this calendar and I'm saying to myself, what are y'all really arguing over? You put Dana Loesch in your calendar. The biggest mouthpiece for the NRA. You thought that was going to help the left, help destroy the left. Sarah Gonzalez, who already cooked, who said black supremacy was worse than white supremacy. That's who you're platforming. You got a fitness chick nobody knows. And some other chick named Catalina Loft, nobody knows her. Brittany Jean, nobody knows her. Who are you trying to own? William Moran, hello. Thank you for the $7 super chat. You said, good morning, Kid Gravity. Looks like there's an implosion in the conservative camp. No, this is not an implosion. Well, I guess, you know what? You might be right. It does look like an implosion, but we already knew this was going to happen. The conservatives, I didn't want to bring this up, family, but apparently I asked a conservative, please educate from me one time. What is a conservative? Educate me. Maybe I got it wrong. Shit, if they put Clarence Thomas in there, man. I asked a simple, innocuous question. I want to show y'all this. Now, this is Sonny Johnson's post. She said, instead of leading the grassroots to take on the establishment, your punditry class is starting a fight between faction of the grassroots over check notes, a calendar. They are dividing and distracting the base, and y'all are falling for it. Very fair take. You want to win this election so badly, you won't go talk to the group that can sway either side. You don't want to talk about them. Okay, cool. Fine. So they were this barking moon fool. They went back and forth. I came in and said, well, this person said, how does that separate the constitutional, fiscal, and religious conservatives from their base? How does this splinter them from their political affiliations and affect their conservative vote? It should be affect, not effect. But okay. This assumes much that is not in play. No one's abandoning conservative candidates. Can't even spell candidates, but okay. So I said, if I may, the constitutional conservatives can't seem to use the law correctly to stop the a-holes tearing the country apart. The fiscal conservatives aren't screaming about tax dollars funding useless wars and bills. And then I said, also, I forgot where the other one, the religious conservatives sound like bitches defending / fighting over a calendar that was someone's personal wet dream so they can own the left. As an independent, I look at them as jokes, just like I meant to say at, but they put art, whatever. Just like I look at a lot of the left as jokes. So then they came back and said, to that point, we're here on the right. Do not walk, lock, and goose step as the liberals do. And we vary greatly in our opinions and conceptions of our political discourse, sometimes to our own detriments, but succinctly to our individuality and belief opinion. How the fuck are you walking in lockstep, but then you're saying you're an individual? How the fuck does that happen? Are you, they can't even write correctly. If I'm walking with someone, I'm not an individual at that point. If I'm walking with a group, I'm not an individual unless I plan to make myself stand out. He didn't even get that he just called himself a drone. But okay. Sybil, thank you for the $5. Shit. No, Thomas Sowell will be on the front cover. So I said, you're telling me conservatives can't get on the same page to make a united stand. It's about individualism and who's got the biggest mouth. Got it. So he said, nowhere in that statement did I suggest that. I merely said that we are more individually minded. I thought conservatism was a set of ideals. Y'all should be walking in lockstep, like you said, on the ideals of conservatism, and y'all are not, because y'all are sitting here fighting over a calendar with libertarians and other conservatives. Notice, family, that whole thing, there's something I did not say in that whole thing about the calendar. Not one liberal went over there and said anything. Not a thing. Nobody that's a big name on the left came in and tried to say, hey, this is weird, or this is right, or this is liberating. Not near one of them. They watched y'all act like assholes over a calendar. They watched y'all act like assholes over beat off material. Do you realize they're going to use this against you next time you try to police what they like? They were like, we didn't say shit when y'all were over there caping for a calendar. We didn't say a word to you. Back off. And y'all can't say shit. Conservatives will rally for common cause and align behind constitutional principles. You lying son of a bitch. Okay. There's no argument made here. So I said, great. Tell me this individual conservatism. Because again, they're telling me that conservatism is a set of ideas that everybody should follow. So there should be no such thing as individual conservatism. You're interpreting conservatism to see how you see fit. That ain't gonna work. I've never heard the term individual liberal. Mr. Taylor, hello. Well, I told somebody on another thread that King Magazine would clear everybody on there. But you know, they going in, but whatever. So he said it's called the Constitution. So individual conservatism is the Constitution. Jesus Christ. Even though 4 men wrote it and signed it, it's individual conservatism. Oh, look. This is them. This is high IQ. This is who Diane Yap and that side of the aisle panders to and tries to curry favor. You're talking about individual conservatism and then bring up the Constitution when it literally took 4 men to sign that thing. Where was the individualism then? But they want to claim that they're constitutionalists, and they just basically missed that part. I'm guessing that you're individuals in your marriage. I guess that's the next thing now. You can be an individual in your marriage. Y'all are together, but y'all are individuals. When y'all are out on the street promoting your marriage by being together and being happy and having conversations and being the talk, you get to be individuals as well, because that's always worked. He said it's called the Constitution, and I did not miss the American flag behind him. Did not miss it. Bill of Rights embodied by the Declaration of Independence. Okay. You know, the right to pursue life, liberty, and the pursuits thereof, not that difficult to ascertain. Thus, we are a republic. So you just said all that for nothing. Okay. Oh, so I said, so individual conservatism is following the Constitution when you see fit, meaning most of the conservatives don't know the Constitution. So he said, what argument are you seeking here? Did the girlfriend or Mrs. P in your Cheerios? You assume and add to every response your own discernments of my meaning to the degree to have some imagined ulterior. The Constitution is distinct in its meaning application to all individuals. Well, sir, that's actually a lie. because we've seen people interpret the Constitution to serve them, like the cops, especially with the Bill of Rights. But okay, you're right. The documents that were created almost 300 years ago, they're followed to the letter. You're right. So I said, you've lost the argument. You can't even tell me what conservatism is in a base form. I didn't even see anything after that. So this person said, you're the one who has issues describing what conservatism is, but then you're a lib. Now I'm a liberal. You'd rather paint with BS stereotypes, moronic foibles than deal in nuance. Not surprising you stick to the plantation banter. What the fuck did I say? I asked simple questions. Tell me what conservatism is. Okay. I'm no lib. I asked the question. He couldn't answer. We'll be nice, because I could have really cursed him out. We're going to be nice. And of course, you're standing with Israel. But okay. See what I mean? Oh, he wrote something else. Not sure what circles you're in, but I see fiscal conservatives doing just that. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, sir. Because if they were really doing that, they would be outside marching in front of 1600 right now saying, get out of both of those wars. They're not. But then again, y'all are the high IQ folks, so you should know that, but you don't. Y'all were big and tough when Trump pulled out of Afghanistan. Y'all were big and tough. Okay, let me see you be big and tough now. Where are these protests? Where are these marches that are saying close the border? Fiscal conservatives. Where's your marches when the infrastructure bill is trying to replace the entire U.S. energy grid to a point where we're going to have rolling blackouts in all 50 states? Where is your protests on that? Where are these fiscal conservatives outside? Where are the fiscal conservatives talking about fixing the supply chain so we can get the products and all these prices can go down so you don't have to sit up there and bitch about, oh, this state is going to raise their minimum wage, but everything is still expensive. No shit. But you want to talk about fiscal conservatives. Here we go. I see constitutional conservatives supporting many fiscal conservatives about the current establishment not following the Constitution when it comes to money. Boy, if you really knew what oh God. Okay. I'm not even going to go there today. That's like a 2-hour show. I'm not even going to go there. The biggest issue I see is the religious conservatives attacking anyone and everyone who disagrees with them, as was shown by the most recent BS. How do you know they're religious? Oops. How do you know they're all religious? Oops. Just because you saw Josie the redhead with a Christ cross behind it does not mean that all of them are religious. Oops. See what I mean? They just be talking. You just be talking. And you're such a constitutionalist. One of the men who wrote the Declaration of Independence that helped create this nation along with the slaves, you couldn't even go get his real quote. You had to paraphrase it. But all right, I'm supposed to take y'all serious. That's high IQ. This is why I always say, family, say it with me, say it loud, and say it proud. The white vote will doom us all. He basically just exercised this to me.
I believe white privilege is just the ability just to be free and white and not have the same type of social, economic, and social ills as black people have to deal with.
You not finna white explain me, bro. Bro, all that BS for nothing.
It was hard work, and I worked hard. My ass bleeds for you.
We got now. You see why we say you gotta get on code. And this is my last point, and then I'm getting out of here. Now they put a black woman in there, right? Because they figured they were gonna get the black conservatives to say something, which they did. They did. Some of them defended them, even a couple of libertarians. Shout out to Cannon Hotep. But notice the rest of us, we didn't give a fuck. We didn't care. They were like, "Oh, we, hey, family." They put a diversity exclude. What is it? A diversity. What? I don't even know the motherfucking term right now. I drew a blank on the term. Right. A diversity, equity, inclusion candidate in Clem Classic. They put her in there thinking that I was going to bring the boys to the yard to see what kind of milkshake she got. And we didn't give a fuck. They had to resort to go finding her. No, I tell a lie. She had to resort to putting up her bikini photo, her swimsuit photo, and we still didn't give a fuck. We still didn't care. Like, are y'all serious right now? She's the only one that did that, family. I want y'all to understand that she's the only one that did that. The rest of them didn't do that. But conservatives are degenerates, right? Okay. Literally exposed one a couple weeks ago for having But yeah, conservatives are degenerates. Somebody didn't just do this, so they got jack off material for the conservative dads for Christmas. Yeah, what wife is gonna buy that for her husband? Like, come on. Like, seriously. How do you explain that in your conservative household? Wife, can you buy me this conservative calendar with all these women on there? Why? I could do that for you. I could take 12 pictures and put it up and give it to you. No, I want this one. Yeah, that's a conversation you would love to have. Or you buy it yourself and then she's like, "Oh, what'd you get?" And then you have to show it to her. She's like, "Why did you buy this?" She's like, "Because it's women." Yeah, I'm sure you want to be in bed with her that night. Oh boy. But whatever. I'm getting out of here. We done. What have we learned today, family? They're going to downplay slavery to deny your reparations claims. Do not allow them to do that. And conservatives and libertarians fight over the dumbest shit possible. Even though we have problems. If it wasn't this, it was the White House's Christmas ad. Things that are inconsequential that'll go away within a few weeks. They put all their energy into, but we have policies that are ongoing that require that type of energy from other groups, and we can't get it. But that's okay. We understand. We're going to show them November 5th. But anyway, I'm going to get up out of here. Hopefully you learned something today. If you did, I've done my job. If not, I will try to be better next time. I will see y'all tomorrow morning because we have other things to discuss. You guys saw the thumbnail. We are going to do the Sambo Loring Awards, and that's going to be fun. We're going to enjoy that. And then Monday, we start a brand new year with brand new content. Even though all the content I do give you is brand new, but it's going to be fresh content for 2024. So y'all take care out there. Stay safe. Enjoy the last 2 days of the year. And if the world does end on 11th, on midnight, January 1st, hey, it's been a pleasure. Hopefully this will be preserved for the next generations. And they're like, you know what? He was a little out there, but he wasn't lying. Or, if they find, the coons, if it's a whole generation of coons, they're going to find it and they're going to be like,
fuck yourself. But go yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is.
Yeah. I mean, we won't hear it, but you know, our spirits will hear it. And I'll just be like this here. That's a hell of a power to be on Cool's minds while you're in the next area. But okay. Let's get up out of here, family. Take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence.